Hello everybody, I'm Alicia from Adventures of Stitching and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. It has been a month since my last update and I have about 8 projects to share with you. Some plans and progress update and I think 3 new starts. I know I always say I can't start new things, but I think it's just inevitable. I'm going to just go with the flow. I'm gonna go with it. I have kind of reset some of my goals so that they're more manageable and less stressful and overwhelming. So I might share a little bit of that at the end, but it hasn't changed too drastically. I want to wish you all a very happy Easter, even though it's like 2 days late, but I wanted to say I hope you had a great day. I hope you were able to spend it with your families and a church and all of that, and I had a great one. It was a little different. Our stove broke this last week and we just happened to find a used one where they were available to pick it up on Sunday, so on Easter I got a working stove. But all that to say, I'm just going to jump right in and share what I have gotten done. What should I start? Let's start with the one that I have been making my focus piece. We'll get it out of the way. I did not take it out of its hoop yet. That was not good prep work. So while I do that, I will get this ready. Okay, so the first project is Mini Blue-Eyed Tiger by Colin Bogle from Artisy, and I have just been going to town on this because I want him finished. I was hoping to finish him before we went back to Ohio because I think I want him here on the wall, but that's really not a big deal. I can always bring it back down if I frame it up there. For those of you who do not know, I live in Ohio, but we winter in Florida, so I'm kind of like trying to get 2 houses filled with cross-stitch projects. Double the fun. So here it was the last time you saw it, I hope. And here it is now. Look at that. He's all wrinkly, lots of parked threads, but that's the way I do it. I won't apologize for it. He is cool. So I'm stitching this with Irene from Stitches in the Tropics. She's on Instagram, and I just saw her post. She's over 60% now, so she's trying to keep pace with me, which I didn't expect that, but it's fun to have her along on the journey with me. But and I don't mean to sprint ahead either, Irene. I really just kind of want to get him finished. So hopefully the goal is this month to finish him. So that's like 300 stitches a day. And he's at 70, well, okay. I did some yesterday, but these are March numbers. So I'm at 71.11% complete. In March, I did 3,127 stitches. He is 22,334 stitches done out of 31,400. So there he is. Look at those eyes. That's what drew me to the project in the first place, were those eyes. I don't know if you will hear anything, but my dog is eating right now. My husband is working in the shop, and it's apparently a very noisy chore he's working on right now, so you might hear that. I had to close these curtains because this is the only place I can have somewhat okay lighting. So if the curtains move from animals going in and out, just, you know, wave and say hi, because I don't think I can, I don't want to edit them out. The last time I edited them out and I was like, that is just got really choppy just because my animals were fighting in the curtains. So in case you were wondering, that was the behind the scenes backstory there. Next project I worked on was God Shed His Grace by Abraham Hunter from Artisy again. This is the medium size. Where did it go? I did 698 stitches I'm at 14,860 out of 135,000. I just hit the 11% mark. So here I am making diagonals work. For some reason, my brain is able to do it. So I'm like right in here. I just did this. So I guess a couple weeks ago I did up in here. So I'm just kind of working down. This is a 20 stitch wide diagonal I'm doing. And I think what I'm going to try to do is fill in the Q-snap. So after this diagonal's done, it's going to start getting shorter to just fill in the Q-snap. And then I will decide if I want to go sideways or down. So that's that. And actually I'm very excited because Leanne from Small Town Stitches, she just started this month. So I'm like, yay! We got the team together. More people, the merrier. It's just too good of a chart to hide. So that's that one. And I feel like, okay, Tiger is on 18 count. God Shed His Grace is on 25 count. Next project I'll show is not that one. I'm trying to go in order of my list because otherwise I will skip them. I think I got a little bit done on this one at the beginning of last month because I honestly didn't even remember working on it, but I think I was just working on it at the beginning and then I put it away. So this is A Church for All Seasons from Charting Creations. And here it is. I don't think I got that much done because it was like, what did I do? 442 stitches. So what I did was I just kind of filled in a lot of this blue. I was excited to hit sky in the winter. So the next time I bring this out, which I should probably do that now, we're going back over here because it's spring now. So I'm going to work my way up. And then I think the consensus was to go across the top, which should go pretty quick. And then after that, I can, I think what I want to do is separate each season so that I know which area to stay in every time I bring it out because I want to work on this seasonally. So I'll have like 4 sections that I can tell to work within, and then from there I think it'll go quicker because I'll be able to do more of a cross-country color completion type thing. I think that's what this chart wants because it is so confetti heavy. Like the spring corner, pretty sure I have that right. Yeah, this spring corner is just that's so many colors, and I just had to like randomly find a place to put the thread. It's just so much confetti. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. But a bunch of us are stitching this together. I feel like I am not thinking in a systematic way today. Okay, I am 6,999 stitches in out of 247,500. I'm 2.83% complete. This is one of my 5% by 25 projects. Percent is written out if you want to do the hashtag for that, but that's one of the ones I would love to see get to 5% by the end of this year. That one's probably a higher priority than other 5% goals. Okay, so you know what? I am gonna go out of order. So I have some April goals, and they're pretty big goals. Like I already told you that Tiger needs to be finished this month. So that's the #1 goal, priority. Then I worked on this project, which is the Gilmore Girls project. It's Autumn in Stars Hollow by the Black Needle Society. And I don't have stitch counts for this, but I'm pretty sure I did 200 in March. But then yesterday I pulled it out and did another 200. So basically you're going to see more progress than what March got. Because I couldn't help myself. So this is almost done. This is like so close. So I am working in here, and yesterday I just got these 2 windows filled in. I think in March I did this window, and then I'm kind of going up here too. I think I even also did some of the awning here in March, but I'm not positive. This one, it goes quickly, but also I get kind of tired of working on it. So I don't really know what's going on, but it doesn't hold my attention very long. But now that I'm this close, I'm going to try to finish it this week. So hopefully my next Flosstube, this will be done, and we'll have the first Gilmore Girls done, which is really crazy. It took me this long. They're releasing the other 3 seasons, just the patterns, next year, and I thought, how in the world, when they announced that in 2021 or something, I was like, how am I supposed to wait that long? Like, I'm impatient. I want those patterns. I wasn't ready for them anyways. Like, I will probably just be craving the next pattern when they come out. So it's all good. It's all fine. Plus, there's so much other stuff to stitch. Like, what was I thinking? I was just antsy. So that's that one. Next one is Simple Pleasures. It is the one by Chris Dunn from Pain Free Crafts. There's a hashtag called the Simple Pleasures Sal. A bunch of us are doing this pattern actually, and I started out doing extreme cross country, and I didn't really like it because on this one my least favorite color is brown. So on this one I was getting burnt out with brown. You could probably tell from the picture that I showed that it's basically all brown. Just different forms. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I decided to use different shades of brown, and somehow that got more exciting for me. But I worked in this bottom corner, and I'm trying to fill in this page. It's a short page. It's just this big here. And I think a normal Pain Free Crafts page would be like up here. So it's not that much smaller, but let me see if I can hold this better. There. So the detail's starting to come out, and I think that's more enjoyable for me on this pattern. I want to see that amazing artwork that Chris Dunn has. Like, the picture's just too good to go extreme cross country for me for this one. It's too slow. Okay, details. I did 550 stitches. That has me at 8,040 out of 124,000. It is 6.48% complete. This is on 25 counts, easy grid, and that one was really fun. I think I just had it out for one day. I wanted to get like a monthly stitch count done on them, and I would like to see that one progress. So then I've got new stars. I have 3 new stars. I'll show you the little one first. This was a birthday present. I did not ask if I could share who got it for me, but I'm sure it would probably be okay, but I'll just say it was a birthday present. I'm gonna get it out so the glare won't be down, and I couldn't wait to start it because it's so cute. This is my first Mill Hill, and if you know me, you know I am obsessed with camping, so it was just appropriate. I was just blitzing through this, and I enjoy beading. I learned that I do enjoy beading, but I did get tired of it. I was like, I kind of want to just do some X's. So I got a lot of beading done, and then I stopped. So I kind of almost finished it in a few days, and then I paused, took a long pause, and it's still not done. I wanted it done like a good start and finish, so it's not a whip, but now it's a whip because it's been there for a month. So there it is. I'm gonna go up close. So I got all of the beading done from here down, and I got the tree done. So what's left is a whole lot of red beads in here, and then I'm not sure what color beads go around the windows, but those need beaded. but I adore this. You guys, Mill Hill might be my smalls of choice if I want to get away from full coverage or like just have a quick change. I think Mill Hill's gonna be the thing, because like you can make magnets and you can just cover your fridge. Like there is no limit. The limit does not exist. So that one was very fun. Thank you very much. I enjoyed this immensely and I'm obsessed. The next new start I had actually incorporates a little bit of haul. I started this this kit, and it's fabric floss chart, paper chart, and I was like, I need something where I can contain it all. And then I was like, ooh, what about one of those storage clipboards? So everything is in here, you guys. I got it off of Amazon. It's easy to find. It's like $10. And I have the floss, the fabric, the chart, and in here I will have a highlighter. I don't have one in there yet, but then when you've got it out, I'm sorry, I'm like geeking out. Then when you got it out, you put your chart in the clipboard and you've got a little surface for your chart. It's just like, I was so ecstatic. So here it is. It's just, it's like one of those, do you guys remember those sticker cling scenes that you would have like as a car activity? Like it would have a scene, and then you'd have these reusable like cling stickers that had like characters. I know I had a Barney one and a Lion King one, and that was like hours and hours of enjoyment. This feels like a flashback to that because it's just in this own little box. But anyways, enough about that. This is what I started. This was a birthday present. You probably saw it in my last Flosstube, but my husband bought this for me for my birthday. I have been wanting it for years, and I thought, you know what, now is the time. And then he kept making fun of me because he would buy me these kits and I never start them, and he's like, why do you make me buy you those? I'm like, you don't get it. Part of it is just collecting them and knowing you have them. This one though, not the case. This is so us. This reminds me of Key West and almost every other like vacation place we've been to, and we love the beach. So this is just, to me, is just like everything. It's like every memory I have of us going to the beach together. So this was super fun. Yes, I am counting stitches. Even though it's a paper pattern, I'm counting how many stitches I'm doing. Angie is actually the one that had me, Angie from Angie Slowly Crafts, she had me want to do it because it helps you see your progress and you can kind of get a better, accurate stitch count for your month and to know like what you can get done. So this is 776 stitches. I went to town. This was probably just a few days. And I was like doing this, and it was just so pretty. I loved the pinks and yellows. And then I got to the palm tree and I was like, all right, I can't stop. I have to fill this in. These shades are too good. This I think is 18 count. I love that it's on the Zweigart. Something about it just feels better to me. It's still pretty starched. I could break it down, but I kind of like how stiff it is right now. But anyways, so I usually start in the middle on these kits, but I actually started in the corner, so I'm over here, right in there. So what I'm doing, I think I want to work down because I just love these umbrellas and the chairs. So I'm going to work down and then I'll probably just like fan out. So I love this. This one is probably a top favorite whip, even though it's paper. You guys are probably like, Alicia, you've lost your mind, you've gone crazy. Because why would you opt for paper over Pattern Keeper chart? Let me tell ya, Charting Creations has the same exact pattern. And I was debating it and I was like, actually, no, that thing is so big. I want the kit. So I bought the kit. End of story. Then the next is my last project, and it is also a new start. I started this with Leanne from Small Town Stitches. It is Mini Gardener's Paradise by Donna Gelsinger from Heaven and Earth Designs. And we both went crazy. And look how cute it is. It's so little. We both got a lot done. I think we have a similar amount done. Mine isn't filled in like hers, but they're both kind of at a diagonal. Hers is at a diagonal on purpose. So if you want to see like the picture come out, go to her channel and look at hers, because it's so pretty. I love this. So I started that for her birthday, and I forgot to say why I'm starting all these projects. It's all Angie's fault, and then it's all Leanne's fault, and then it's my own fault for getting FOMO. So Angie had a very big birthday this year, and she wanted to have March shenanigans, and I said, okay, cool, sounds fun. Leanne also has a birthday in March, and she was like, I'm on board with that. So I was like, okay, I can start some of the stuff I've been wanting to start. I didn't want them to hang out and stash for too much longer. And so that's the end of that. I don't have a birthday in March, but I acted like it. So technically, I guess all three of those were just in honor of their birthdays. So happy birthday, ladies. I hope you had great days. I know one of you didn't. Leanne, I'm so sorry that you got so sick on your birthday, but hopefully you guys can celebrate something in the coming weeks to make up for it. So I think that's all I had to share. In case you were wondering, I didn't give you stitch counts on this. Oops. I did 1,068 stitches out of 78,000, and it is 1.37 complete. And I think this is 25 count fabric. If you hear me say it's on 25, 28, 32, it's going to be tent stitch. Anything smaller than that is going to be full cross. That's just what I prefer. So the, okay, I do have a little bit of haul. I entered a giveaway from Tara from One Stitch at a Time, and she had a bunch of Precious Moments books that she was giving away, and I have a lot of Precious Moments books at home, but this little bear one caught my eye and I won it. So thank you, Tara. It came. I didn't message you that it came, but it did. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And the reason that I really loved this one, let me find it. There were a few cute ones, but I think the main one I want to do, okay, there's two, but yeah, the main one I want to do is these bears here that are eating watermelons. Right there. They're so cute. Look at those faces and like the bow on her head. I love it. I'll show you the other one, because I know if you're anything like me, you're curious. I like this picnic one. So I guess I like bears on picnics. Very cute. They're a little older, but they actually fill me with nostalgia. I think, I've told you guys this before, but my very first cross stitch was a Precious Moment, so I just have attachment to that. So that's all I have to show you. That is the update. I want to say I do watch as many Flosstubes as I can. I am notorious for not remembering to comment because I watch them all on my TV. So to comment, I have to go back to my phone, remember that I watched it, and then also remember what I saw, and then comment. So I apologize if my comments are delayed, but most of the time I will be watching you within the week that you uploaded. So I'll probably just be lurking, and that's my habit apparently. So I hope that doesn't hurt any feelings, but I am there and I'm cheering you on, and I'm loving all the stitching and progress that you guys make. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say. I guess I shared a few of my goals. I want to finish Tiger. I want to finish that Happy Camper from Mill Hill. And I want to finish the Gilmore Girls. All of that I need to happen in April so that the rest of the year I can kind of just go towards my 5% goals. And then after that, just kind of have fun. I think I'm a planner until it starts feeling like a chore. So I'm trying to figure out the balance there. So those are those top 3 goals. You may have noticed I didn't have my Grand Library shelf from Amy Stewart out. I sort of burned out on it in January and February, so I took March off. But I'm back. I miss it. I want it back in my life. So I will be trying to take some of my extra time and pull that one out. I do have a couple starts planned. Just today, actually, I was talking about some things I wanted to start, so it might turn into an April shenanigans. Like, let's just call 2024 full of starts, just like 2023 was. And if that stresses you out, I'm sorry. But if you're excited about that, I guess I'm happy. But it's just the way things are going right now, and I'm just gonna go with it. It's too much of a struggle to avoid it, and it's I think I finally have a plan. I don't know if I have that in here. Yes. So I have reconstructed my numbers. You probably cannot read that, but these are the goals I just told you about. I have things set up in priorities, which if you watched my video in January where I was talking about my goals, I like to section things off so that my brain doesn't get cluttered. So I have first priority are my finishes. Second priority are what I want consistent work on, like weekly work. And then priority 3 is just like my yearly smaller percentages that I'd like to just bring out periodically. And then I just created this bottom one. It's called the back burner. I think some people could call that a soft UFO, but really for me, it's a whip that I don't care when I finish it. I don't care how much progress I make on it, but I'm happy I have it, and I will work on it when I'm in the mood. So again, I know some of us are as curious as I am. I'm going to share that with you. I have it broken down for the next 9 months because that's what we have left this year, from April to December. I have 9,000 stitches left for Tiger. I have about, well, I might have less than 1,000 done now for Gilmore Girls, but on the paper it says 1,000. So that's what I want done. That's about 10,000 stitches. That's a little more than what I've had the last 2 months. The last 2 months have been a lot lower because I took basically a whole week off of stitching both months. Priority 2, I have set percentage goals, and I have dropped them from the goals that I had set for January, in January. So for Grace, God Shed His Grace, sorry, I have, do you guys nickname your projects? I know some of you do, but I have all mine shortened because I don't want to say the whole name. So God Shed His Grace, I have about 5,400 stitches I want to get on that this year. So that's about 600 a month. Most of my goals look like they're about 600 a month. Simple Pleasures, I want to get 10%. Pretty sure that means 10% of the complete project. That's 4,400 stitches. Cozy Winter Evening, I want to get to 20%. That's about 1,900 stitches. There's a whip that you probably don't even remember that I started because it's been so long. Rainy, from Rainy Day Reads, she called me out on it. She goes, you know what I miss? The Last Supper. I was like, oh, I know. It's been months. That one I actually want to get to 5%. It's one of my 5% goals, and that actually only needs 650 stitches, so I could probably knock that out pretty easy. Churches. Church for All Seasons, I want to get to that to 5%, so that's 5,400 left. My Nativity, which is called Let Us Adore Him, is It's so big. It's 250,000 stitches. I want to get that one to 3%. Originally, I wanted that to be 5, but I dropped it down. It was a bit overwhelming. So that's at 3,800 stitches for the year. And then my Mickey and Minnie Cottage project is at 25% right now, and I want to get it to 30. So that is a higher goal. That's almost 7,000 stitches. And then my Grand Library, I want to get it to 5,000, or 5,000. I want to get it to 5%, and that is 21,000 stitches in the year. So that's going to be a high goal. I think I even knew I wouldn't be able to work on it this month, so I made that goal split into 8 months, and that's 2,400 stitches a month, which I think I can do, because when Tiger's out of the way, I can put other whips in to take up that space. So I think that's okay. Priority 3, I'm not going to share goals so much here because they're not super goal oriented, but they're all my whips that are kind of like just hanging around. They're fun to work on, but I don't have a push for them yet. That's my Pride and Prejudice sampler, the Island Time, Anne of Green Gables quick stitch, the Cinderella one. That's my oldest whip. I don't have a goal for that. I just want to work on it. My Mirabilia Tea with Angie, Mirabilia Lady of the Mist, the Red Panda, Farm Stand, Gardener's Paradise, Wonder Woman, Shire, and Mini Evening, the one by Leonid Afremov. Those are all just for the fun of it. The back burner whips. Star Wars, Middle Earth, which actually it technically is not a back burner. I just don't have it with me. My brother is doing it. Ooh, speaking of, he just sent me a picture, so I'll insert that here. Literally 2 days ago, he must have known I was getting ready to make another video. He doesn't know I make videos. Well, he does, but he's not, obviously, like, it's not in the forefront of his mind. Anyways, the Middle Earth map is on my back burner because I don't have it with me. The Wind in the Willows, Sal. I know, Kaylee from Kaylee 10 Stitch, I'm so sorry. I know that's your favorite whip that I have, and I just keep putting it aside. But when I get it out, know that it will be for you to be able to see progress. And then I think it's called One Nation Under God, but I'm not sure. But it's my patriotic sampler. And then the Hummingbird from Light Unicorn Designs. That one was also a start that was just for the fun of it, so I'm going to keep it as just for the fun of it. I had a goal set of where I wanted it to be by the end of the year. Now I realize I don't really care how far it gets. So that's my goals update. I might do this quarterly. It seems to help a lot for me to reevaluate every few months, because I tend to overestimate what I can do or what I want to do. So, and then I've rearranged stuff. Like Tiger was supposed to be a end of the year finish, and I've got him bumped up to the 4th month because I'm crazy. So that's where I'm at, and I don't know if it was helpful or just fun for you guys to see what I'm up to, where my head's at, and all of that. But I don't really have much life update except that I got my stove replaced, and I had a friend and her a couple of her kids. She didn't bring all of them. 2 of them were on vacation elsewhere, but for spring break she brought 2 kids, and we just had a blast this last week. And it's funny because she's in Ohio and she came to Florida to see me, and I told her I think this is the most we've seen each other in a long time. So I don't know how that is supposed to work, but it worked. So that was fun, and I'm just gonna stitch away. I hope you guys have a great April, And I hope you didn't fall for too many April Fool's jokes. I know they were floating around. One of them got me really good. And at the end, I was like, my heart. Like, I need heart repair for that. So anyways, I hope most of you didn't fall for that as gullible-y as I did. Is that a word? That's not a word. Anyways. I hope you guys have a great month. And I will see you in May. Bye.
So like the wind